Next, we move on to the interviews part. And just before that, I'll just quickly read out one or two interesting metrics, interesting numbers. So, 59% of product leaders said that incubating a new product or business line is high on their list of objectives. This means that most people want to innovate, most product managers want to build new features, and they are building new features. That is that takes up most of their time and energy. So that is one. And then 60% of PMs say direct customer feedback leads to their best ideas. This is quite obvious. 51% of respondents collaborate with market research on less than half of their projects. Now, this means that now this can you can read about what is the implication, but I think that this means that many people don't utilize market research as much as they should. So that is one implication. Then 53% said that they don't have enough time to craft product roadmaps. I think we'll talk about product roadmaps at a later point of time. 64% said that they plan to incorporate AI and ML into their product offering this year. Now this highlights the growing importance of AI ML in in new products, new tech products that are being built. All right. Now, when I talk about interviews, I'll be taking this up in two phases. First one will again be the concepts that are tested, right? The concepts part. Second one will be the types of interview questions. Now, the types part will take about 3 sessions, I think. This will be very, very interactive. There are 7 or 8 types of interview questions, and the concepts part will take, I think, 1.5 session at max. 1 session. So I'll start with the conceptual part. First thing is the funnel. Now this is very, very important. This comes up time and again during your product interviews. So this is mostly around understanding the user journey. Let's say now again, give me an example. Give me some product. We can, I think, talk about
Shoe?
sorry, shoe.
A shoe? Are you talking about a tech product, sir, or
Tech
any
product. Yeah,
physical
tech would
product?
be more helpful. So yeah, hardware
Okay.
is also a possibility, but yeah, tech would be more relevant because when we talk about product management, we are mostly talking about software product management. I did
Okay.
not make that clear in the beginning of the course. I am expecting that most of you have that mindset that we are mostly talking about tech product management, right? And that is what is trending, right? Because all these tech companies, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, have product managers and have technical product managers. Okay, Upstocks. Everyone might not know about Upstocks. So I think
Uber.
we can take Ola cabs. Yeah, we can take Ola cabs. I think Uber or Ola are good examples. So let's say I'm a user in some random city. I'm a user in Bhopal, let's say, right? And I want to travel to some location, and I'm not aware that Ola Cabs has recently been launched in my city. Earlier, Ola Cabs was not there, let's say, and I recently got to know that it has been. I am not aware of the fact that it has been launched, but it has been launched very recently. So the awareness part. Here comes the awareness part. I am not aware of whether that app actually exists, right? I'm not aware of whether Ola Cabs is functional in my city or not. I think that it is not functional. So this is where advertising, marketing, all that comes in handy. All that is very important. So first step is the customer needs to be aware of the product. Second is acquisition. Okay, now let's say I have become aware. Some friend told me that okay, you can travel to wherever you want to travel to. You can use Ola cabs for the same. So at least I am aware of that. So this part is done. Now uh, I need to get onboarded. So acquisition is when Ola cabs would acquire me as a customer. So that is the acquisition part. So when I download the app, That is acquisition, right? So I've downloaded the app, I've opened it, and I've started seeing, I've started interacting with the app. That is acquisition. And then we talk about activation or conversion. What would be the conversion in this case? Very intuitive, I think.
They are able to get you to book a ride.
Correct. So if Ola is able to get me to book a ride, that is conversion. So my first ride would be conversion, right? That is my first ride. So this is done. This is done. Let's talk about engagement. What would be not whatever I'm talking to you right now is essentially what we do in product interviews. We talk a lot about all these metrics. So whenever there is a product metrics question, you are bound to talk about at least 3 or 4 of these 7 steps, right? This is the bread and butter of product management, I would say, or at least the entry level roles require you to deal a lot with these 7 metrics. So this is very, very important. Engagement. Engagement is engaging with the app. We are we've even bought a subscription, or we are exploring the features. I've spent some time on the app. All that is engagement. Then what is retention? After booking one ride, I've come back again to book another ride. That is the retention, right? And how are the metrics? How do the metrics look like here? One metric can be the time between 2 consecutive rides. That is a retention metric. What does that mean? That means that this is a measure, or this is a quantity which tells me whether this person has been retained or not by Ola. So this quantity tells Ola what is the retention of this customer. Right. So I think that is retention. And finally, monetization. When Ola starts to make revenue through me, or starts to earn because of me, all that is monetization. When I book my first ride, Ola gets some money. That is monetization. And then finally, we have referral. So referral is very, again, self-explanatory. We share the referral code. We talk to people. We refer the experience to someone else. We tell about the app. All that is referral.
Sir, could we say this is circular because the referral for us can be awareness for someone else, right?
Exactly, exactly. I have this, I think, circular thing also. So yeah, I mean, it is circular is perfectly all right. So when we talk about referral, we again move to awareness for some new customer. So this is the customer acquisition journey. You can even call the customer journey mapping, like CJM. You can call this the funnel. You can call this user journey. So this has a lot of names, and this is very important. So just to reiterate, first we have some potential customers. They are acquired, and then they are engaged. We talk about engagement and retention on the app, and then monetization, and finally they become regular paying customers. Post which they start to advocate, they start to refer other customers.